given their marks, and here we go. So we lead off with World 3. Congratulations to Random Meme for giving us the correct answer. Okay, it's not a god pipe. The pipes are randomized, so keep that in mind in terms of their location. So first up is 6F1. Not one of the harder forts in the game. Paraducks is actually helping himself to the star, and gets a nice little jump ahead of the TheHaxor, who's ride the escalator. Another star for Paraducks, so working out pretty nicely for him. He won't get a star kill on Boom Boom, but nice. Still some very fine play. So both players have no trouble with Boom Boom, and we are off. The first of this doubleheader. As I said, paraducks64 is 5-1. A split guarantees him a playoff spot. And wow, almost a god pipe. The TheHaxor also needs a split. If he gets swept, he is out of the playoffs, because he can't finish any higher than third, because he'd be his best possible finish is 5-3, so must win really for both players today. And we got a thick but weak Wendy, a one-hitter, so a 140 for Paraducks and a 143 for the TheHaxor on the wand grab. Pretty quick start for our runners here, and both have already demonstrated, not only in this tournament, but in Paradux's case, their aptitude for Randomizer. And of course, the TheHaxor is a very accomplished vanilla Mario 3 player, so expect some fireworks today. Go to World 5. And we get the third hand stage, so we got a chance to see the seed is going to give them something good here. TheHaxor is stopping to get a Fire Mario. Paraducks ignored it. Our item today is a Tanuki suit. Alright, so if they find the other two hand levels, they will get more Tanuki. Now we're on to 7-2. Paraducks is actually looking pretty good right now for holding on to his raccoon tail, because he could do a one cycle on this. The TheHaxor is going to try his P-Speed strats, pop from Warpless, and gets it. Nicely done by the TheHaxor. Paraducks took a couple of hits along the way, but gets through. So a nice 7-2 for using different tactics from both players. Paraducks is going to skip the item. He's just going to carry on through. So 5-3 is 6-4. Can be an aggravating level, mostly for the spot Paraducks just got through. TheHaxor dealing with double Fire Bros gets a mushroom. He's underway in 5 and 6-4. Ooh, Paraducks having a little trouble with those windmills. Finally gets through. So we're taking a little slow through the platforming as well. Paraducks is going to give himself a raccoon tail, takes out a boomerang bro, and gets a cloud. So based on the hammer bros that we've seen, there will be no early hammer here, so they won't be able to get through this to do a big skip in World 5 with hammer, because hammers break locks in tourney flags 1 and 2. So TheHaxor, because he's a little more precise with his platforming, 6-4, is taking a couple of seconds lead on Paraducks as we go into the tower, which is one of 4 levels that will never be randomized in Mario 3. It's this level, the 2 Piranha stages in World 7, and of course, Bowser in World 8. So, we got a near sync between our runners here as we head to the second half of World 5. While we kind of wait for them to get through this, get your predictions in for the next world. We've seen 3 and 5 so far. What's going to be the third world we see? And we're in 1-6. Haxor opted for the Fire Flower. Paraducks did not. Haxor, I'm sure, would love to use the Superman strat from Mario 3 Vanilla, but unfortunately, because the enemies are randoed here, that's not going to work. So, Paraducks actually took a 2-up there. That was not intentional, I am sure. So, he's a handful of frames ahead. Paraducks is going for the end card, so is the Haxor. Paraducks getting 1 match, but that's all he's going to stick so far. He's got some good intelligence. And it was a hammer! Paraducks found a hammer with the mushrooms. So paraducks64 has got an early hammer lead here. And that could be consequential if, say, World 1 comes up next. Or World 4. Both players in 8-2. Both of them took the Sand of Shame. Ooh, Haxor taking a hit. So did Paraducks. But, they get through it. The end card appears every 80,000 points. So that could be consequential from a timing standpoint. Paraducks finds the second hand... Ooh, finds the first hand stage, but got stun locked. Takes a death. Haxor is in one of the 8 lost levels. And it's a 7-3-esque beta. Paraducks having no trouble this time with the stun lock. So both players... Haxor is slightly ahead because Paraducks hasn't taken on the Hammer Bro just yet. Haxor will go into 1 fort. So, ooh, Paraducks. Ouch. That's unfortunate because, ooh, Haxor taking a death in 1 fort. I don't know if that was intentional though. I don't think it was. He is gonna get himself a raccoon tail so he can get the free item here. Paraducks is not gonna be so lucky. He's gonna just play this through. And it's a hammer suit. So, well worth the candle. You want to have a hammer suit on hand for Bowser because it's a 5-hit kill on Bowser. Haxor is well equipped for 7-9 with his raccoon tail. And ooh, fire nippers. Ooh, this is not going to be a fun 7-9. Haxor's got about a half a stage lead right now. Paraducks having no trouble running a shot over the enemies. Those fire nippers are dangerous, but neither runner seems to be cowed by them. Paraducks, I think, is going for a clip here, or he was. Okay, got it. Nicely done. Is he going to go for the next? So, a nice little skip there by Paraducks saves him a few seconds. The final level in World 2, or World 5, is the Quicksand Level from World 2. So, Haxor took an intentional hit there to give himself regular Mario, because regular Mario moves faster. Not sure why Paraducks did that. I think that might have been a mistime. So, both players demonstrating their skills very nicely early on here. We got about a quarter to a half a stage lead for Haxor as we reach the World 7 airship. Haxor is going to help himself to that raccoon tail. Get your predictions in for the next world. I saw some predictions. If you haven't already, please do. Paraducks not interested in the raccoon tail. Or is he interested in the second item box? Another one-hit Koopa. So they are weak. Got a 10-15 for TheHaxor. The wand grab. Paraducks is going to be about 10 to 15 seconds, about 15 seconds behind, I'd say. 10:29 for Paraducks. I'm going to say World 1 is next. Mushroom. We're in World 6 now. Nobody, it seems, predicted World 6. TheHaxor is going to go for the end card. Paraducks is not quite at 160,000 yet, so he'll have to wait. Paraducks is not going to use his hammer here. He's going to carry on. He's going to save it for another time. So, TheHaxor considered it. He's got a cloud and a hammer, but he's decided... Oh no, he has decided to go through with it and is going to use up his hammer here, so he skips 2 levels. And it's not a bad play, and you're kind of guessing on the idea... You're going off the theory that there's more hammers come. TheHaxor in the first forward of World 6, and it's Super Tank. Paraducks starting to clean up on the card here. He's got a couple of matches going here. Plays 6-3, and it is 5-9, and he is noping his way out of that one. Figures whatever is after whatever's in 6-2 can't be worse, and it isn't. It's 3-3. Sans Boss Bass. Meanwhile, Boss Bass appeared in one of the other Lost levels. Pretty straightforward level. You just got to be a little careful with the enemy set sometimes. So TheHaxor is in 5-7 in 6-5. Paraducks dealing with the Hammer Bros right now. P-Wing. So TheHaxor with a bit of a lead right now, but again, Paraducks opted not to use Hammer to skip 2 levels. He is gambling that the rewards will be greater down the road. So TheHaxor using his Tanuki suit here on the hammer, give himself a little bit of a cushion with the Hammer Bros. Gets another hammer, so nicely done for that. Let's see how aggressive he is with the hammers. Some are very aggressive. Ibuba is very aggressive with his hammers, as he demonstrated yesterday in his match. A few other players are pretty aggressive, so see how this goes. 6-7 is 2-5. RP Priya, that's the level 5-7 is in 6-5's location. That's what I mean. And we're in 6F2 is the World 8 fort. Best fort in the game. So, it'll be interesting. Oh, TheHaxor, let's see if he can get a 1 cycle here. He can take 1 damage boost and still make the cycle. And gets it. Nicely done by TheHaxor. Paraducks dealing with 2 Hammer Bros now. Good fight by TheHaxor. Paraducks dealing with double Fire Bros now. Yuck. Okay, Haxor's going back for round 3 with the end card. He's got about a third of the card filled. Paraducks is also on round 3. He's a little ahead on the card completion, and he's gonna run the tables here. He gets another hammer and more. So nice job by Paraducks. So he might go back for a second helping, considering the card is fairly giving today. Haxor in another lost level. Trying to do some P-speed jumps, didn't quite get the angle he wanted, so he had to slow down a little bit in this 5-3 beta. Give himself a P-wing to give himself a little bit of a cushion here. Gonna get a lot of mileage out of it in the 4. Because you want to go fast. P-wings don't necessarily go fast. 6-9, and it's 1-3. Okay. So it'll be interesting to see if the TheHaxor decides to go for the item. Or if he thinks he's got enough as it is. He is going for the item. So, and he didn't quite get the timing right, so he's going to have to do it again. Okay. Paraducks taking a couple of damage boosts there to get through. And gets a raccoon leaf. Okay. Not the best. But it's a decent item. Haxor's in 5F1. Paraducks is still about 2 stages behind. Nice, nice use of platforming there by Paraducks. Ooh, Paraducks tried to slip past Big Bertha, got clipped, and takes an unfortunate death there. He might be going for Cloud. No, he's just going to use a Tanuki suit. Thought he might Cloud it just to try and save himself a little time. But he's going to stay the course. Haxor is in the World 5 airship. Decent chance at a fire... Okay, no fire kill here. Fire killing Lemmy in the World 5 airship is pretty easy. If the opportunity arrives. We got a Koopa Kid who actually needs a couple of hits here. 3-hit Lemmy. And Haxor grabs the wand at 18-10. Get your predictions in for the next world. Paraducks also going the 6-9 route. I'm going to say World 1. So far we've seen 3, 5, and 6. We've seen 3 of the longer worlds, although World 3 was very short. Paraducks saying nope to the item. And we're in World 2, so Frigbian is correct. So Haxor has got hammers, he is going to use them. Haxor is going to play on, I don't know if he has another hammer. So Haxor is on another lost level in 2-3. So, nice easy lost level for the TheHaxor. Going back for another end card. Paraducks is ignoring his. Seems comfortable with the items he has. Thank you for clarifying on that point. Got the extra hammer. He's gonna save. He's gonna hold on to it for the time being because there's still other worlds where it can pay off. He's already played a level. 1955 for Paraducks is going to be able to shrink that gap and maybe even overtake the TheHaxor here, who's in 5-5 right now. So 2-4 or 2-5. It's somewhat dependent on where the Hammer Bros are. Okay, just one Fire Bro here, no problem. And another Hammer for the TheHaxor, so he's well set for Worlds 1 and 4. Paraducks is going to start using his hammers. Gets the first half. And the second. So he is going for it. Oh, the TheHaxor got gulped in 5-2 by an airborne boss bass. Paraducks is in the World 3 airship. TheHaxor is saying, nope, he doesn't want any more to do with this, and he is out and is in 2-3. Yes, the airborne gulping by boss bass. It's an unfortunate, but sad fact of life, I'm afraid. And a 3-hit Morton for Paraducks, who has taken the lead and is out in just under 90 seconds. 21-17. World 4 finish. So this next world is going to be interesting because whatever world it is, TheHaxor's got a chance to retake the lead because he's got a hammer. Don't know if... Okay, this is actually the best case scenario for Paraducks because there's no immediate hammer play unless this takes from behind 7-9. And it does not. But he is going to play this. He is going to deal with the Piranha stage for a free pipe check. TheHaxor is done the World 4 and grabs the one at 22-14. There's a hammer for Paraducks. Nice. TheHaxor is about a minute behind right now, but a lot of game left to be played. We still have Worlds 1 and 4 after this. Oh, Paraducks scores big. Gets the right pipe on his on that and is on his way to 7-8. And boy, oh boy, this is going about as well for Paraducks right now as he could have hoped for. He is really picking up steam here. He has little trouble with 1-1. TheHaxor is actually going to put the Piranha to sleep, and boy, is he going to be happy. So Paraducks is in 7-4 now. Water auto scroller turned off. No second thought to the Fire Flower. I'm going to play this through. TheHaxor having a little trouble with the giant enemies and micro Goombas. Couldn't quite get the P-speed strats he'd like to use. Paraducks is thinking about it, but is not going to stop for the star. Nice slip past Big Bertha there. So TheHaxor's got 2 hammers and 2 clouds. So we could see... We're going to start to see cloud plays pretty soon, I think. So, and speaking of which, Paraducks is... Go right to the World 4 airship. Gets his raccoon tail, so this will make second half of the airship a little faster. TheHaxor got clipped, so he's got to be a little careful here with his movement. Ludwig is only a 2-hitter. Grabs the wand at 24-26. So another quick world for Paraducks, and he's got enough points for another end card. TheHaxor not inclined to play the end card, and little trouble with the menuing from TheHaxor, but he's done. And he's going to set himself up for a P-speed strat, which he has made very popular suddenly among the rando community. So World 4 is next. So Paraducks has the hammer necessary to make this work. Okay, well he's gonna get a forced end card play. TheHaxor gets the wand at 25-12, so... Ooh, no luck for Paraducks. Okay, Paraducks has 2 hammers. He's set on hammers, actually. The rest of the 7 main worlds, because World 1 is next, and there'll be a hammer play in that one, too. So he's in 3F1, aka door 6-4. Reminder for all of you, if Paraducks wins, he is guaranteed, at the very least, a shot at the brackets with a 3-way playoff. TheHaxor has to also win to assure himself of that. A sweep guarantees them everything, guarantees a playoff spot, 100%. Yo BGS will finish second in Group K. Record is 6-2. Nice one cycle on the coin ship by Paraducks. Paraducks actually used a cloud to skip 4-4. He is not wasting any time. He is just going for it. TheHaxor is going to play 4-4, and it's 1-2. Paraducks is in 4-2. Sadly, no double boss bass here. Sorry. TheHaxor wants that Fire Mario and gets it. Next fort is 5F2, Sky Fort. TheHaxor is no mind to the coin ship right now. He just wants to keep going. Not a bad idea, as he really needs to catch up here. He is behind by about a stage right now. Maybe a hammer bro. Fortunately took a hit there. Flying cheaps. They are cheap. Bro's actually playing nice with TheHaxor, and he gets free pass right to 5F2 Paraducks in the World 1 airship. And have to deal with Iggy, a one-hit Iggy, wow. 28-11 for him. TheHaxor flying through Sky Fort with his P-Speed strats, and is take care of business here. If he doesn't get a forced draw with Hammer Bros, he's going to stay right within range of Paraducks, and might even be in better shape because of clouds. I think he has more clouds. That is true, Rogue. None of the Koopa Kids have been over 5 hits. So last up, World 1, just 2 stages and a Hammer Bro. No clouds for Paraducks. He's burned through all of them. Gotta hope the levels here are not particularly galling, and 4-4 can be. 28-55 or so, I'm gonna say, for TheHaxor. Paraducks in 4-4. TheHaxor actually could take the lead here because he has clouds, I believe. Paraducks did not. Paraducks has none left. Okay, he's got 1 cloud. He's gonna probably use it on 4-6. 1-6, excuse me. And it's 5-8. So, now, I didn't quite get a great look at Paradux's screen. I was mostly looking for something else, but does he doesn't have a hammer suit, does he? Paraducks doesn't have a hammer suit. TheHaxor picked one up from the 1-3 item play. We are in near sync here, going into the World 1 airship. Get out the hype, folks. Paraducks skipped the item in 1-3. He was just in a hurry, and well, this is a case where it's going to hurt a little bit. Got near sync going into the World 6 airship. Paraducks about a fraction of about a second, maybe 2 seconds ahead. TheHaxor having a little trouble with the platforming. Going to Larry, and it's a thick Larry. Is he a tough Larry? Well, yes he is. 4-hit Larry, that's the most of any Koopa Kid so far. 3058 wand grab for Paraducks. 3102 for the TheHaxor. So we got ourselves a race going down the stretch here. TheHaxor does have the long-term advantage unless unless Princess Toadstool's giving out hammer suits. TheHaxor has the long-term advantage because he's got a hammer suit. Paraducks, I do not believe, does. I could be wrong. Leading off is 2-1 with an angry sun. Paraducks sheds his raccoon suit. He is not interested. TheHaxor actually armed himself with a P. Oh, he thought he armed himself with a P-Wing. That angry sun making life a little difficult for TheHaxor. Excuse me, for Paraducks and TheHaxor too, but Paraducks had a little more trouble. Alright, pipe check time. Here we go. Okay, nothing doing there. They're not going to go across the hand bridge unless they absolutely have to. Oh, he does have a hammer suit. Paraducks is fine. Paraducks has a hammer suit. So we're in the World 6... Where 6F2 is Navy. And, Paraducks was trying to get a fire suit after losing his tail. It didn't quite work out that way. So yeah, Paraducks does have a hammer suit. So this is coming right to the wire here. This is going to be could actually come down to the hand bridge. But we'll see what happens first. Okay. What was the point of the P-Wing? It can... Oh! No hammer for Paraducks, so hand bridge is required. TheHaxor doesn't have a hammer either, so... Hammer, it's hand bridge time. Get your predictions in. How many hands? Oh! Paraducks sails through the hand bridge! Oh, wow! TheHaxor's in 5-1. Wow. Paraducks in Fort Knox. Barrels through him. Does a little swag there. Now, what's it going to be? Is he going back, or is he going to do forward progress? He's going to do forward progress. One hand for the TheHaxor. TheHaxor's got to take the long route, though. Paraducks gets a free pipe check here. This will help determine Okay. So he's got 2 pipe checks after this. He's going to play 8 Fort, I think. Yes, he is. Okay, it's 2 Fort. Smart. So if he has to go back, that could help swing the race. But it's going to depend. What are these 2 pipes up ahead going to give him? And because of the way this world is shaping up, we're looking at a couple of sub-40s here. We've only had 3 so far this tournament. TheHaxor has 1 of them. YoPGS and GamerCal are the other 2. Alright, here it comes. Moment of truth. What's it gonna be? He's gotta go across the hand bridge again. Oh, wow. What a troll World 8. Is his luck gonna hold out? Oh my god, he did it again! Paraducks goes across the hand bridge untouched twice! Wow, what a stroke of luck for paraducks64. He is in the driver's seat, on his way to a stunning victory here. Wow, oh. That is incredible. What? He had a 12.5% chance of getting across that untouched. To do it twice, that's incredible. And 3F2 is the gatekeeper. TheHaxor has just learned the terrible truth, and to think that it could come down to the hand bridge. Oh, and TheHaxor is just getting trolled now. He's in 3-1. It's not even a level he can easily kill himself in. So he's probably just gonna do it just because. Paraduck has the hammer suit. Tried to go for the task clip, didn't get it. He's just gonna continue on. Gets the second clip though. Now he's just gotta hold on to that hammer suit. Got a boo to deal with. But luckily hammers make that easy. Second try on the everyman clip. TheHaxor hits the trifecta and gets 7-6. Tried for the clip, didn't get it. He's just going to take an intentional death here. Paraducks is on his way to a stunning Game 1 victory over TheHaxor. 5 hits with the hammers, he's got it. And paraducks64 has pulled off a stunning victory here. An impressive feat of luck and skill. So get out the GGs for paraducks64, who finishes first with an official SRL time of 37:38. What a finish and what a race. Alright. Give these runners a follow. What a finish. We're probably on our way to 2 more sub-40s here. And yeah, if you want, give me a follow too. But, start with the runners. This was one sensational race. Every bit as hype as I was hoping it would be when they set up the match. So yes, Paraducks has at least guaranteed a playoff spot, going to 6-1. TheHaxor wins. Paraducks and YoBGS will be tied for first, and TheHaxor will still have to win his final 2 matches against Sonic KU 2008, though he is, I believe, favored. Sonic KU is... Oh, nice clip there by TheHaxor, putting on a little bit of swag for us. Sonic KU is 0-6, but, you know, as we have all learned from our sports history, Miracle on Ice was 39 years ago Friday, so let's keep everything context here. So, TheHaxor finishes the job. So TheHaxor finishes with an official SRL time 40-13. So... So, GG's to both of our, the next race will be coming up in the next few moments. I have to create everything first, but